This is Jordan reporting for the Post. Let's get right into the news. All right, so Big U has been denied bond. He went to court and was denied bond. He has been caught on many calls. Everything's tapped, especially when he's on the jail calls. He says the Orange Man, our current president, might give him a pardon. He was going to pressure him for a pardon. Now, I think he probably wants to go through Harry O., who he knows, who used to be one of the heads of Death Row. He was one of the founders, one of the street dudes that was a founder, and got screwed out of his money by Suge Knight. Suge Knight's another one that's fighting in court still. He's still having his lawyers fight in court, even though he lost his last appeal. So Big U has been caught on many wiretaps talking about money laundering, stealing from charities, the PPP loan thing, extorting people, running drugs while in jail, extorting NBA players, to be more specific, setting people up, taking people's stuff and then giving it back to them and making them pay for it, making people check in as a way of extortion. And he was so adamant about keeping this check-in thing when people were saying F checking in. He went on a whole tour for it because he makes money from people checking in. So, like, half of this indictment is Big U doing this to himself. But why do they have all of these wiretaps? Well, it's because the heat was brought on him from everyone talking about him in Clubhouse and everything. They indirectly helped him. They indirectly helped the feds, like, with part of this, recruiting loose cannon and people like that to point the finger at Big U like he was the one that maybe took out Nipsey, which there's no truth to that, Like, things like that got things talking. And when there's a lot of chatter on something, it perks the antennas of the feds. And then they get some wiretaps going, and they want to take Big U down anyways. Oh, he didn't change his ways. He's not really, so he does charity work and he does this and that, but he's not so clean. And, Whack 100 scrambling right now because he's having academics, and Adam 22 put out all kinds of stories. He had Adam 22 put out something today saying 600 and Whack 100 had nothing to do with the feds, confirmed by a federal agent. That's a lie. But he's scared that people are going to think that he is a cooperator now, and you can't move around L.A. like that. People ain't going to work with him the same way they did before. He doesn't have the same reputation. 600 was teeing things up from things he had on Clubhouse. 600's going to the courthouse and actually was there for Big U's hearing. And he hates Big U. Think about that. It's crazy. This guy's obsessed. So the whole thing is just, it's nasty, man. It's nasty work out here. This guy 600 is so obsessed. I mean, he says that he never cooperated. He made sure to say that in one of his things. I never cooperated and broke the rules. The way you're talking online is breaking the rules. When you talk so much online, that's called dry snitching, to be honest with you. It's not cooperating directly, but it's called dry snitching.
Seen your boy this court date. Dirty shoes on, flat-footed shower shoes on, looking pathetic in the court date. And he was looking so bad, about to cry. The judge said, "Mr. Henry, you okay?" He said, "Oh, I'm just stressed out." Buster shit, bro.
Okay. Yeah. What makes this guy so tough, to be honest with you? And then next we got another guy, Big Meech. People thought, he would have been better off just being a myth. The myth was the myth was better than what he actually is. He changed in prison. supposedly there's some guy that was going to come out with a tell-all that was locked up with him, and it's has some spooky information in there. We'll have to see about that. Little Meech is putting his, he thinks he's a gangster. He thinks because his dad was Black Mafia family, he is. Bro, you were a baby. You're a kid. You grew up in private school. You did good, and you blew your whole deal with 50 standing by your dad. Your dad blew it for you. Your dad gave it to you and took it away right at the same time. It's crazy. We'll see what happens because now that they're going to start ramping up with the promo of BMF series, and we'll see if they're going to continue it. I highly doubt it. I think too much damage has been done at this point. This is Jordan with the Post, and I will check you guys in the next one. Make sure you smash that like button. Peace.